Hey everyone, how's it going? Memory here, bringing you all my episode 9 review of Orange. And honestly, this review right here probably won't be as long as most of my Orange reviews are. They're usually like 5 to 7 minutes, I'd say. This one most likely will be on the shorter end. Who knows? We're just going to roll with it. There's really one main thing I want to talk about with this episode of Orange that really annoyed me, and it probably annoyed a lot of you as well. And it was just so obvious compared to how it's been in all the episodes of Orange so far up until this one. And I guess I can kind of understand why it was the way it was with this episode, and I'll talk about that. I'll briefly talk about some other things as well. But I know I usually tell you all about the adaptation, like how many chapters are adapted with this episode. We had chapters 13 and 14 adapted with this episode. The one main thing with this episode of Orange was that at least I picked up on that I wanted to talk about. I'm pretty sure a lot of you picked up on this as well, was just the dips in animation. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm honest. We've had that in Orange. Most shows have that. But this episode, it was like probably over half the episode, our characters look derpy as fuck. Like, Takako, you do not look like that. Really. Our other characters as well had like these derp, weird, awkward faces throughout most of the episode. And I guess I can understand, you only, like, some companies or some studios only have so much money to work with, and with this episode they're like, there's really not honestly a whole lot going on, so we'll kind of make it look like this. But yeah, it did look pretty bad at some scenes. Our characters look really derpy. This was probably, honestly, I'd place my bets on this being like the least amount of production put into this episode of Orange compared to the episodes we've had so far and the episodes to come, because I thought maybe we were going to have the relay race in this episode, but we're going to have that next week, and they better go in with that shit, because in my opinion, the relay race is one of the most impactful, one of the best moments in Orange. It's one of my personal favorites for sure, so I cannot wait next week to see that come to life and just to see that animated. That's going to be awesome. So please, I'm crossing my fingers. It better not fucking look how it looked with this episode of Orange. But the other things we had going on in this episode, really a whole lot of scenes with Naho and Kakeru, a lot of cute scenes, also a few, I'd say one weird scene with Naho getting in closer to Kakeru and then the umbrella dropping. That was kind of awkward. That was kind of weird there. But there were a lot of cute moments with Naho and Kakeru in this episode. One scene that kind of pissed me off at the end of this episode with Kakeru, when Naho was just trying to be nice, trying to help him, trying to patch him up, and he slapped her hand away. And he was like, "I'm fine. Like, leave me alone." Like, Kakeru, come on, man. Like, it's not that serious here. And we know Kakeru's dealing with the stuff from his mother, and also Naho, and how he doesn't want Naho to be sad and upset. He wants Naho to be as happy as she can be. He's just balancing both of these things, especially the mother. Like, with his mother being gone and just what happened there, it really has taken a toll on him, and it really affects him mentally, and just he's always thinking about that. But a good thing though was that Kakeru's grandmother is here at the event, and she's there to support him and be there for him, so that is awesome. Just seeing that. Suwa, of course, was the one who orchestrated that whole thing. Suwa had his parents invite Kakeru's grandmother, so that was awesome there, and they actually like gave her a ride, so that was cool. And also, you ladies, I know you probably loved the man service there, but my boy Hagita, how he drew them abs on him with a permanent marker, priceless. That is just the character Hagita is. He's the master of comedy. I don't know if they called him that in the show, but Kakeru, I think, did. Like, yeah, Kakeru said that Hagita taught him the ropes of comedy. Hagita's the man. Just so much funny shit from him, and you're gonna see in the relay race as well. Like, I cannot wait to see my boy Hagita in that, and just, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But other than that, with this episode of Orange, really not a whole lot. Honestly, let me know what you all thought of the episode, and let me know what you thought of the review as well. I don't think I'm forgetting anything that major that I really wanted to talk about. Hope you all enjoyed. See you in the next one.